it's frustrating, right? Because I'm a big history buff. All these things have come to formulate how we see things, but we never a lot of times want to go back and say, "Hey, how did this get started?
You know what,
Like, why does
Kamari?
everyone do this?"
I listened to a book just because you recommended it. And I never told you that. I should have shouted you out. So,
Really?
yeah, because you were talking about Atlas Shrugged. And
Ah, hold on. One of my favorite books. All right, so
and I see why, man. That book is deep.
mhm.
It's long as hell, and I was kind of mad when it ended. Like at first, I was like, "When is this book gonna end?" But then I was kind of mad with how it just like ended like that because I needed them to go back to this utopia, and I needed to see how they was living. But
Who shot
yeah,
John Gold?
yes,
Wow, I'm
like
impressed.
oh my god, like that book was so good, but so telling of like this herd mentality that we have as a society. And I
Mhm.
was just like, I was that girl, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was her, like, why the hell are you guys going along with this? Like, nah, but I'm gonna keep on working and I'm gonna keep on doing my thing until y'all figure out that y'all are messed up. Until she couldn't even take it anymore. Like, I just got to get the hell up out of here. And
Yeah.
that's kind of like how I be most of the time. Cause I'm just like, I'm taking my kids, I'm leaving this country. We about to be out.
Wow, I am so honored. I am so honored.
Yes, like I see, like I have had that book in the back of my head, but I didn't understand why. And I always wanted to listen to it, but man, it was so good, so good.
All right, well, you got to read some of the other ones as well. They're
Yes,
kind of on the same vein.
yeah,
Um,
I will.
I can't think of the other one off the top
It's
of my
something
head.
head,
The Fountainhead. The Fountainhead.
Fountainhead.
Yeah,
Yeah, uh-huh,
yeah,
yeah.
and it's the same type theme,
Hmm.
just a bit of a different setting.
Okay,
But when
maybe
you
something.
look at, so forgive me, y'all. I want to nerd out for a minute. Did you have a favorite part of the book?
No, like my favorite part of the book was really how like all these like industrialists or whatever the people who were making the society came and they made the society basically under that in the utopia kind of sense and just how they were living and how they
Mhm.
would exchange things and how things worked and how people were allowed to have free thought and just all those things like it was that it was the realization that some people came to where like the wife of the brother, like when
Mhm.
she was just like, wait a minute, like I've been scammed this whole time, and how it was like, even though she committed suicide, it was like that realization, it was like too much, like this ain't it.
Right.
um so it was that, but like just that wake up, like not the fake wokeness but the real wokeness that people were experiencing in that book.
Now, when you think about that book about how people were tired of the herd mentality and they said, you know what, I'm able to do all this good work. I'm not going to do it anymore. Do you see any similarities of what's going on right now?
I mean, I see a lot of people tapping out. I see a lot of people, like, especially during COVID. I
Hmm.
mean, like, those are the people that you saw, like, pieced out hella early and was like,
Hmm.
I'm about to go live, in, like how those Black communities grew in Tulum.
Hmm.
Like,
Hmm.
and then,
Everybody go to Tulum now.
hey, I just feel like see it, and I really, really saw it during COVID. Like, it was just like, this is just too much, especially, just being Black in America during that time as well. And like, how much more do we have to take?
Mm.
Yeah. So,
All right, all right. I'm
yeah.
shocked. I'm shocked. Now, all right. So, just to further cement my nerd statement, right?
Mhm.
How many other black people do you know that read that book?
I don't know. And the only reason why is because number one, I didn't ask. No, but number two, like I read all kind of crazy stuff. Like I'm an avid reader, and by reader, I listen to audiobooks. And this year, I probably listened to 200 already. Like I
Damn,
go through
you
a
got
book
me beat.
like a day in a day and a half because I have ADHD. So I have to listen to things on 2x, but like I'm super intrigued by a lot of things. So sorry if the mic is bumping, but
No, baby's in the building. Not at
yeah.
all.
So
Yeah.
I love books, and because I'm so ingrained in this personal finance world, and after I wrote my book, like I used to, like I said, I nerded out on personal finance podcasts, but I really can't anymore. Like it kind of
It's all the
causes
same
some
stuff.
PTSD too, just because it's
Mm.
just too much, and I'm it's like part of my world too much right now. So I have to listen to books like that are kind of gonna have to take me away, like take me uh,
No,
out
I
of
get
that
it. I
element,
get it. And
you
so
know.
a lot people know I'm a nerd, but people also know I love my ratchet TV. So that's kind of like
That's your
nice thing.
balance.
Yeah. Like at one point I was thinking about doing
Mhm.
reviews on like Power
Mhm, mhm,
and Billions in the same show. I don't
mhm,
know if you watch either one of those.
mhm.
Totally different worlds,
Okay,
but
stop.
still kind of ratchet at the same time. They're
I
both
never,
really
I've
good.
never watched, I never listened to that.